Hello and welcome to another StarCraft 2 co-op video. Today we'll be taking a look at what I consider the top 10 accomplishments of mine in 2024. At number 10, we have multi-mutations. Multi-mutations are a good way to increase the difficulty of a mutation without arbitrarily selecting mutators. Some people just like to pile on inconsequential mutators to make themselves look good. However, the mutators from multi-mutations are determined by the official mutations. Of course, I am the one who ultimately chooses which mutations to combine, but still, a bit less arbitrary. Anyway, the very first multi-mutation I did was this one with Carax, a 6 mutation, 13 mutator B+11 on Scythe of Amon. This has been a great way to shake things up. Moving to number 9, we have Sheer Chaos. 3.5 years ago when this mutation rolled around, I had only recently begun going for all clears for every mutation. I was only able to beat Sheer Chaos with 9 commanders. Now I'm at 16 out of 18. It shows how much progress I've made over these years. The one you're watching now is Kerrigan's run, one that took hours of attempts against various enemy comps. If you were there to witness the victory on stream, thanks for your moral support. At number 8, we have Decade of Decadence, particularly the runs with Avenged hero units. This was extremely fun to play because I got to experience OP hero units wrecking Amon starting from the early game. The units with Avenger run so fast that they can just dodge the fireworks. I shared these replays with everyone who wanted to play them, so I hope you had fun trying them out for yourself without needing to roll for that specific gift. At number 7, we have Death is Fleeting with Stedman. I really enjoyed this run because I was able to make a pseudo-reanimator zoo in the corner of the map. I also did something similar with Alarak, but I couldn't get all 4 stuck. Number 6, Burning Legion, particularly the runs with Stukov and Raynor. I was able to solo this difficult B+5 Rifts mutation with 16 out of 18 commanders. I thought it was near impossible with Raynor until I persevered, eventually pulling it off. At number 5, we have Enter the Nexus, solo all clear. Being able to beat a hero's mutation with every commander is no small feat. Well, Thunderdome was easy, and League of Vermilions was in 2023. I still haven't all cleared Memorable Boss or the Injustice League. Maybe next time. At number 4, we have Bad Weather, solo all clear. The last commander to clear this was Stukov because he's just so difficult to use against Rifts. My first Rifts solo ever was on Bad Weather with Abathur P2 almost 4 years ago in January 2021. I remember playing extremely poorly. And with this Stukov clear, I have definitely proven that I have come a long way since then. Now it's time for the top 3. Number 3, Mass Manufacturing Around the World with Abathur, all clear. I decided to try playing a difficult mutation on every map to see how different they'd be. And through these runs, I became so accustomed to these 2 mutators with Abathur that I don't even break a sweat anymore. When I replayed this on Part and Parcel against a different comp, I beat it in 1 to 2 tries. The hardest map for this mutator pair is Dead of Night. That took a long time. 48 in-game minutes of full concentration to deal with all the rifts and props. Number 2, Fire in the Hole. Before we went back to the first mutation Train of the Dead, I set out to clear Fire in the Hole with as many commanders as possible. And during these runs, I learned that it was possible for many commanders to beat this without the kill-based cheese. I just needed to trap the boombots using workers and add subsequent bots to these traps while slowly clearing the map. I shared my findings in a video called Passing the Baton, and a Korean player, MC Gaming, was able to use this knowledge to produce a Swan solo. And before we get to number 1, here are a few honorable mentions that didn't make the list. The first one is Multitasking Trainer, particularly the run with Phoenix P2. Phoenix Rift's solos are always hectic. I remember just completely zoning out midway and relying on autopilot because there was so much stuff going on. The Phoenix run was particularly memorable because it replaced the existing run, which was actually save loaded and couldn't be counted. The second honorable mention is no detection on What We Do in the Shadows. This was an easy B+1 mutation that was made more challenging by not building any detectors. To my own surprise, I beat this with 9 commanders. The last honorable mention is the recent Around the World series Double Trouble with Stukov P3. I learned a lot about kiting props with Infested Marines, and I hope you did too. I've beaten this on 14 out of 15 maps as of this recording, with the final boss Dead of Night remaining. Did you guess what number 1 was? It's, of course, out of order no mining with Abathur. I beat this mutation without mining with 17 of the 18 commanders. To my and many viewers' surprise, Abathur was not the last one, and this solo was nothing short of glorious, one of the best runs I've ever done. And that's it for this video. Do you remember anything else that was amazing this year? Comment it down below and see you in 2025.